I'm about to add you to the line, see what you want. See if you ready, see if you really want to get active. Because if you really want to get active, I'm going to end this joint, and I'm really going to call you.
Who we just talk about ball with? Was Barry Pablo?
Yeah, but yeah though, this the other side though. This ain't my block though, but this my block too.
Okay.
Check it out, bro.
I'm from 42nd, like I am 42, like. I don't even think I got 42nd Street tatted on me though. I only got all YBC tattoos.
Show me.
Look, I got YBC tatted 3 times. Look, YBC right here, YBC, and then this say Young Bag Chaser.
Okay. Who came up with
J100.
Okay.
RIP J, Baby Kai. J and Baby Kai came up with Young Bag Chaser.
Did you go out with them?
Yeah. My homies. But I told you though, I moved down here when I was like 10.
3 people are in the hospital right now following a shooting at a vigil. This is video in from 38th and Aspen in the Mantua section of West Philadelphia.
Time with my family, granny getting old. Spending so much time in these streets, I'm barely going home.
February 24, 2026, Philly rapper Lil Bucks was released from jail where he sat for more than 2.5 years on gun charges. 2 days later, 15 people were charged in what authorities say is a multi-year shooting spree, mostly in West Philly, which officials link to what they call street groups in the city. YBC, CCK, and YFA were the biggest names on the list, but individuals from other gangs got tied up in this too. People like FS Demender, who was already in federal custody, and Yak Yola, who was in custody for another murder that is charged in this case, were both charged with attempted murder.
Don't indict us. I'm just say that. Y'all indict us.
Yeah.
What's up with these ratting ass niggas, man?
They said it was y'all that was ratting, bro. I need somebody to explain this to me.
How the
bro.
fuck
Really
how the fuck is we ratting if we ain't in jail?
I don't know what that be. Like, what you mean? The nigga only been in there for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it take longer than 2 days to do a sweep, bro. If a nigga ranting, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What sweep they do? A nigga only told on what sweep they do? A nigga only told on one person.
On one?
Nigga only told on one person.
Oh. So you
ain't no sweep. There ain't no sweet bloody a nigga told. That's all I was. You feel me?
How you feel about that, bro?
They allege a shooting spree occurred between September 21st, 2022 and May 18th, 2024, and resulted in 5 homicides and 35 total shooting victims, the youngest victim being just 5 years old. We have extensively covered the YBC and CCK street war on this channel. Well, according to authorities, the war might as well be considered over because they say since they have arrested most of the shooters, and they also said while this particular investigation is over, they felt comfortable enough to go ahead and make the arrest. While cops don't literally wait and watch a war play out and intentionally not make arrests at specific times, in this case, the timing isn't an accident. Lil Bucks came home to basically a whole different city than when he first went in.
My man getting bougie on them drills. He is getting bougie. Hold on, what kind of jacket you got on?
And I jump all the way back.
You jump out with your chain on. Alright, nah, you did. Look at him. He said YBC piece. You want that?
In August of 2023, Lil Bucks was sentenced to 2.5 years. In that time span, most of his CCK crew have been killed or are sitting in jail, including 6 in this very indictment. The events that this case is covering, according to Ellie Rushing of the Inquirer, started on September 21st, 2022, where shots were fired on the 1400 block of North 75th Street, but no one was struck. YBC members Mark Yakyola Johnson and Kasim Brown, or FS the Bender, have been charged in this incident. On September 22nd, 2022, an 8-year-old girl and 20-year-old man are shot on the 1500 block of North 13th Street.
In the last 90 minutes, we heard from Temple University after a shooting just steps from campus injured an 8-year-old girl. Marcus, a lot to unpack here. You spoke with that little girl's family. First and foremost, how is she doing tonight?
Well, she's doing as well as one can imagine after being grazed by a bullet at the age of 8. It's a frustrating and a reality check of the situation, the gun violence situation here in Philadelphia. I spoke with the grandmother of that brave young girl as they try to put together what exactly happened last evening.
She got shot!
As birthday balloons rattle in the wind, chaos erupts on the steps of this North Philly home late Thursday night as nearly 50 shots are fired at people sitting in a car, one of those bullets grazing the forehead of this innocent 8-year-old girl.
We thought it was firecrackers, but then I seen the sparks. I'm like, yo, they shooting.
The chaos erupting just before 9 o'clock last night as Philadelphia police say a group of 5 men pulled up in a vehicle on the 1500 block of North 13th Street and fired several dozen shots at another group of people sitting in a car. That's when police say this child was caught in the crossfire and mayhem as she was trying to run inside.
There's 47 pieces of ballistics out there, so one of those rounds probably skims off the car and then goes and grazes her. Very, very, very lucky in that case that she'll be okay.
And thankfully, she is okay. In doorbell footage provided by a neighbor, you can see a police officer running out of the home with the injured child and immediately taking her to the hospital. Her grandmother praising the quick action of the police officer.
I was so proud of him because he like literally picked her up and ran to the car and they were out. They were out. I am so thankful to them.
The danger of the shooting extending itself to Temple's campus where a bullet pierced the window and lodged into a dorm room wall at 1300 Residence Hall. According to Temple University, no students were hurt. In a picture provided by the young girl's mother, you can see the brave girl bandaged up and recovering from her bullet-grazed wound. Philadelphia police say they have not identified any suspects yet in the shooting.
We need help on that one. So if someone knows who these individuals were, they were obviously waiting for that vehicle and targeting that vehicle, but we don't have a real good description or much video in that case.
While the wound may heal, the mental trauma of being grazed by a bullet at such a young and innocent age will be the true battle this child faces.
YBC members Salahuddin Carter, aka YFA4, and Jamir Lil Mir Burbage have been charged. You hear FS the Bender refer to Lil Mir as LM.
I said the things we did, they can't resuscitate him. LM my favorite. When we was down on scores, he brought us back. You gotta praise him. When T.O. died, I ain't really know how to take.
Yeah, LM caught her body smiling. He came back with a medallion.
See, LM hoop in high school. I told KB I got drafted. I could jump out. Mary's in his top.
On October 7th, 2022, shots are fired on the 3900 block of Wallace Street, but no one is struck. YFA4 and LM have been charged. On October 29th, 2022, 3 people are shot on the 3800 block of Aspen Street. LM has been charged in this incident.
3 people are in the hospital right now following a shooting at a vigil. This is video in from 38th and Aspen in the Mantua section of West Philadelphia. We're told 3 suspects pulled up to the scene, got out of a gold-colored Kia and opened fire. The victims are said to be in stable condition. Now, those suspects crashed the car about a block away and ran. Police tell us the person remembered at the vigil had died of natural causes and not due to gun violence.
as well as Jerwayne Haywood. On November 30th, 2022, shots are fired on the 4300 block of Reno Street where no one is struck. YBC member Jameer Burbage, or LM, has been charged.
Got the most they homies in the West, y'all niggas crazy. We been catching clappies on the forces, we was babies. Lil' bro came through, shut the vid down, he should've chased me. Crazy Ron thought his ass was crazy till they blazed.
The next incident is what we are here to focus on. Tajay Brooks, or J100. You gotta remember, these aren't the quote rappers out here doing the shooting. The way these gangs usually work is you have a group of say 10 guys, maybe 2 or 3 of them might be shooters, 2 or 3 might be rappers, and 2 or 3 are just part of the guys. YBC Duel came up with the term slide or provide, similar to the Cinders catchphrase, want to join the gang, then catch a body then.
I said one join the Cinders, get a body, then gang with us. I said one join the get a body.
10 years ago, when you said someone raps, if they were any good at their craft, they would usually be familiar with the concepts of metaphors, punchlines, and 16 bars as the standard. But these days, anyone who hops in front of a camera and says words that rhyme are referred to as rappers. Good drill rappers are few and far between. Lil Bucks and YBC Duel come to mind as young men in this beef that had potential to become actual rappers and actually make a career out of it. Another guy people looked at that had actual rapping skills was J100. He had been rapping the longest out of the YBC members and was by all measures the best of the group. When the war first started, just anyone wasn't making money off YouTube and DistroKid. Once places like Chicago and New York figured out that the quickest way to make a name if you're a nobody in the hood is rap about the violence you see around you every day. That morphed from talking about things you've seen to talking about things you've done. Shootings, stabbings, fights, all implications of violence, including murder, were all referenced and bragged about in songs. It created a unique subgenre of rap because of its graphic and oftentimes exceedingly violent lyrics. The fan base has a concrete ceiling, and there is a 1 in a million chance that you will be successful with this style of rap. But success is subjective. Just moving to a neighborhood might seem like success if you come from, say, the bottom of West Philly. Graduating high school is seen as a success in some households. By the majority of America, when you speak of success, they're talking about the American dream, the house, the 2.5 kids, the white picket fence. But when you come from an area where the household income is almost $100,000 less than the wealthiest neighborhoods in Philly, you can start to see where their desperation comes from. If someone were to make, say, $80,000 off of DistroKid and ad revenue, that's more than double the median household income for your neighborhood, meaning you've made 100% more than half the families around you. This can be enticing for 15, 16, and 17-year-olds. For people like J100 and YBC Duel, they weren't the sliders, they were the providers. But when you provide for a street war and diss the dead of the other side in rap songs, in Philly, that's a death sentence if the DA doesn't get you first. In this indictment, 5 shootings happened before the event that took the life of J100. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th shootings on Wallace, Reno, and Aspen streets were all blocks from where J100 was eventually killed. These incidents where shots were fired, some of them where no one was hit, could easily be defensive firings, especially the 5th one. If you look at shootings 2 and 3, they are both near the territory of their 39th Street rivals. But I'm requesting paperwork of everything so we can get to the bottom of all of this. Since these shootings all occurred within weeks of each other, police believe they are related, whether it be direct retaliation or get back or whatever you want to call it. On December 5th, 2022, on the 4300 block of Paris Street, J100 was shot while waiting for an Uber outside of a friend, rumored to be Lil Moo's house, where he had been filming a music video. The Rise and Fall of the Young Bag Chasers by Ellie Rushing of the Philadelphia Inquirer is an investigative piece that describes J100 as the quote ticket to fame for his group, noting that he began releasing music at the age of 16 and had a gift for storytelling. It goes through how his death was a crushing moment for the group that escalated the street war we are covering here today. After J100 was killed, of course, the dissing and trolling ensued.
Disrespectful white people. Oh, respect. He got some manners. That nigga about to put a napkin on his chest and all that every time he eat. That shit about to like have some fucking manners, nigga. That nigga about to use his fork right and all that now. Oh, let it go. Shit like Umi.
People affiliated with CCK, Ronnie Vincent Quan, or Crazy Ron, Herman Stiegel, and Anthony Lacey Woodson, aka Pistol P, were all charged. Pistol P is serving 45 to 90 years at this moment for 3 prior murders in this war. Right now, I'm in the midst of requesting the documents of the main people here. Until then, I'm going to do standalone pieces on the death of Booga and Qua 55. Since I covered their murders, it's only right to cover the arrest of the people that allegedly killed them. The reason I was gone for so long is I had some unforeseen family issues come up. Also, I've been researching heavily for my War in the Northeast documentary coming up, talking about this once quiet neighborhood and how the same things we're talking about in this video go on in the Northeast. Fast Break, M24, the Pavement Boys, Harleyville, and Noah Scurry, aka Joker, and how it all ties together will be in that video. It's one of those exclusively only on American Confidential type videos, and I'm like 90% done that one. Part 2 of the War in South Philly is also near completion. Then I'm going to look at this indictment fully. Long story short, because of your patience, this channel is about to be flooded with content. I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks for watching American Confidential, and until next time, be safe.